Hey, this is Kelly from the Seventh Daughter. It's been a while since I've created a video for this channel. In fact, I've only created one other video, but thought I'd give this another go. So what I'm thinking is that I will take a trip through my jewelry box, and I'll probably split this up into 3 or 4 videos. So mostly in the past I've been a reseller. I haven't been reselling for a while now. Kind of took a little break, but as if any of you are resellers out there, you probably know that it's not unusual for you to start collecting it yourself, or maybe you were a collector and you became a reseller. So anyway, I have quite a nice little collection, and I just thought it would be interesting. I have some interesting pieces, so I thought it'd be fun to shoot a video and show some of my own personal collections. So here it goes. First of all, I have rings. I love rings, and I probably don't have as many as some people do, I'm sure, but I have a nice little ring collection there, and I'll just kind of go through that and just tell the story of my ring and why I love it. Okay, so let me set that aside and adjust my camera. Okay, so first I have this ring that I bought from my friend Joyce, and it's a purple jade rose. So I love the purple, I love roses, and it's set on sterling silver. And I won't part with this, but I love it. But the only problem is that it's a little bit too big on me. And so every time I put it on, the rose just kind of plops over. So it's not very comfortable for me to wear. So I'm thinking I might need to get like an adjuster to stick on the inside or something so I can wear it. If you have any suggestions on that. But there's that one. This next one I got at TJ Maxx. If you ever get a chance to go to TJ Maxx and look through the jewelry counter, sometimes you can find some really cool stuff. So I liked this ring. I like the look of it, the little charm that's hanging from it. And to be honest with you, I didn't look very close at the charm before I bought it. I just liked the ring. And so when I got it home and really started looking at it, I saw it was, it looked like a religious medal. So I looked it up, and it's Saint Benedictine. And he is the saint that protects you from evil, I believe. And I'm sure there's more to it. But anyway, I still like it. I'm not Catholic, but I still like the ring, and I still wear it. So, and who can't use some protection from evil, right? So there we go. There's that. There, so there's another little store online called Treasures of New Mexico where they sell Native American jewelry, and I got this malachite ring from there. It's marked on the inside. It is marked RK, and I don't even remember who that was, or if they even said. But anyway, it's just malachite inset onto sterling silver, and it's just like a tiny, delicate ring. And there's that. Next is a Tasco ring that I got from an estate sale. I have never sold this because it does have some malachite chips that are missing. It's kind of like a malachite chip inlay, and it's got some missing parts there. But I do wear it every once in a while. It's a pretty ring. It's an older Eagle 3 Tasco, and that's what that one looks like on. And I would imagine that's like, I can't even say the name right, like Quetzal, or something, something of that nature, but I'm sure I just butchered that. So this ring I got from Sunday Baubles. A lot of you may watch her on her YouTube channel. She has a great channel with lots of information. And this was a Mystic quartz, I believe, and set on sterling silver. It's a more modern ring, but this is one of my favorite all-time rings. And I bought it to wear, not to sell, so I love it. It's really pretty. I get a lot of compliments on this when I wear it. My next ring is a ring I bought from a seller on Whatnot, and This one is Egyptian theme. It has like an Ankh, an Eye of Horus, and then another Ankh. And I wear this one quite a bit because it's just perfectly fitting. By the way, while I'm talking about Whatnot, I do, I did schedule a show on Whatnot for this coming Sunday, January 29th. And my username is the seventh daughter, all together. And so if you want to check me out, I will be having a show on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Here's another ring I got it's a Taxco ring that I got from Proper Lush. She's a seller out of Cincinnati. She sells on Facebook and on Whatnot. And a bypass ring in sterling silver. It's really thick and substantial. I love this ring. And it fits on this finger, you know, wherever I want to wear it. So one of my favorites, and it matches everything. This one I got at a flea market, and the seller was selling it in a tray of amethyst rings, but I just noticed that this one looked a little different. It had that blue flash, and I liked the etching in here and the way it sits up in the saddle. So I bought it, and then I took it home and tested it, and it is actually a sapphire. So it's a color changing sapphire. And you know what? I don't know if it'll show on here, but I have black light. It glows red under the black light. So, and I have to turn my lights out to show. Oh, it kind of shows there. So, but it'll glow like a bright red under the black light. And I just like the way that sits up there. Kind of unique. Okay, so my next one is Tagliamante. So this is intaglio on glass, and it's set in sterling silver, and it's got 18K accents on the side. Quite a large ring. Usually I wear that on my middle finger. I think I'm going to need to move this so I can get a better focus. So there we go. So there's that. This one, let's see, is an amber ring, J. King, Desert Rose Trading Company, I think it's called. Desert Rose Traders. So there's the mark there on the back. Just a large ring. This is one of those that, because of its wide, I bought it originally to fit my middle finger, and some days it fits my middle finger and some days it doesn't. And this is one of the days it doesn't, but it's too big for my ring finger. It'll move around, so. But it's a nice, you know, ring that gets noticed, so, and very pretty. So this next one I bought from a seller on Facebook. And this one is, if you notice, it's kind of, if you're familiar at all with Margot de Taxco, it's kind of in the style of Margot de Taxco, and the enameling there. And so the mark on the back, I had to look this up because it's not a Margot de Taxco mark. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like a GF, and then and then it just has the Mexico 925 there. No, it's kind of like a JF, not a GF. So anyway, so I looked that up and found that it was the mark for a silver designer called Geronimo Fuentes. And after doing a little research, I found out that he actually worked in the taller for Margot de Taxco. So it's not an actual Margot de Taxco, but it's from the same silver shop. So that would explain why the enameling is really similar. So love that one. This one belongs to my son. He just liked the chatoyancy on the cat's eye of the stone. And I don't even know what kind of stone it is. Maybe a tiger's eye. I'm not really sure, but it's set in sterling, so I just hold it for him for safekeeping. He likes to collect gems. This one is a spider, and it's got two different colors of amber. So darker amber for the fly and a lighter color amber for the spider's body. Sometimes I try to talk too fast and my words go together. Okay, so then here is a Morpho butterfly wing. This one I also got from Sunday Baubles. She showed this on one of her Instagram shows, and I love it. And it's adjustable in the back. So usually I put this on my middle finger, but I have yet to wear this out in public because I'm afraid that I'm going to get it wet or ruin it. I mean, it might be set. It's probably set well enough, you know, to wear it. Even if I got it wet, it wouldn't affect it because it's really well made, substantial ring. But one of these days I will wear it out because I do love it, and I know it'll be an attention grabber. So okay, what have we got next? Yeah, this one I just liked the look of it. Kind of got a vermeil set on sterling silver and red, white, and blue. I think most of these are glass. Maybe one or two are gemstones. Here's another one that I got. I got this from an estate sale. The same estate sale that I got this one from. So this one is kind of a chevron ring, also Taxco with set in abalone. And it fits nicely as one of those upper knuckle rings. So I have worn it like this actually before. So I think it looks kind of cool like that. This one is a Sarda ring with a purple druzy. It's got amethyst on the side. And this one is another amethyst set in sterling silver, kind of like a gumdrop ring. Oh, this is quite a large one. I think this will fit my larger fingers. This one I bought off a seller on Whatnot. It's a labradorite, sterling silver, kind of what they call rainbow moonstone, which is really labradorite. Okay, this one is amber. I believe it's just different types of amber that were formed together to make the stripes, but I thought it was pretty. Amber set in sterling. This one I got at an antique store, and I just really liked the shoulders on that, how the, I don't know if I can zoom in, but I liked how the flowers looked on the side there. And I tested it, and it is an amber, or not amber, but amethyst. And it's marked Acadia on the inside. And I looked that up, and I could not find Acadia. I'm thinking when I look at this ring that maybe it's like early 20th century, but I could be totally off. Just from the style, I thought, you know, that's something, you know, more of a Art Nouveau type style, but I could be wrong. I tried to date it through looking that up, but I haven't had any luck yet. If you know anything about that, comment below so that I have an idea of what I've got there. I'll never sell it, because I really like it, but it'd be nice to know. Here's another J. King, just a simple turquoise ring. J. King Desert Rose Trading. This one is kind of an Art Nouveau style, but it is actually around 1970s, I believe. And it was, yeah, I just really like that. It's so pretty. Here is, I think I got this one in maybe a Goodwill lot. I don't even remember at this point. But it's like a Zuni inlay. And I can't even remember if this one is marked. It is, actually. It's marked a DB sterling. So there, on the inside, DB sterling. And that's more of a middle finger type ring. I really like copper jewelry, but found that it reacts with my skin, so I can't wear it very often. But this one is Douglas City, and he is Navajo, and I got this from that Treasures in New Mexico website. I have another one of his, and then I also have a barrette that he made. This one is costume, but just in the shape of that elephant, and I just really liked how that just kind of goes down your hand. So let me get it off. There's another Native American ring, coral and turquoise, and I don't think this one is marked at all, but it is sterling. Yeah, it just must be like Old Pawn. This one I actually got from an estate, and she had quite a bit of jewelry like that. That was Native American and not marked. And this one is Sagen, and the pink is just glass, but I just think it's pretty the way it's cut. It just has a really nice reflection, a really nice shine to it. And there's that. And this one is Mexico, I believe, an adjustable. This one I got from a silver shop in Yellow Springs, Ohio. Looks called Ohio Silver. And I'm not sure what kind of opal. It's an opal, but I don't know what it's called. And I don't know. I think it's a simulated opal, because I think a jeweler told me once that if it looks like you took up a bunch of sparkly stuff and crumbled it all up and then put it in there, then that's usually a simulated type opal. So, but if it had the fire and the color from within, but you couldn't tell that there were little specks, then that was a natural opal. So anyway, this was a citrine ring. Really pretty. Here is a poison ring from Taxco, and love this ring. I wear this one quite a bit. I like to wear a lot of black, so you see I've got my black sweater on, and there's that. This, one of my all-time favorite rings. This is Amethyst, and it's quite a large ring. Another one that gets noticed a lot when I wear it. So I usually wear that on my middle finger, or I'll wear it on my ring or on my index finger sometimes. So beautiful. This one is Sagen, a druzy. It's got the beautiful work on the sides there in the shape of a heart. Here is another Native American ring that I got from a Goodwill lot, and it's marked EB, which I think is like a Begay, like Ed Begay, but it's squash blossom. And the only thing, and maybe someone can answer this for me, I originally had intended on selling this, but then I noticed that it had the light, it almost like it was washed out. So that made me think that maybe it wasn't real turquoise, that it had been dyed, or maybe it's just been, it is real turquoise, but it's just been colorized a little bit. So I'm not really sure, but I just didn't feel comfortable selling it when it had that in there. So, and I like it anyway, so I just kept it for my collection. And this one, I believe, is a real moonstone. I'm not 100% sure. But it's kind of like a ballet style. And this is one of those, some days it fits me and some days it doesn't. This is just glass, but I love this. It's set on sterling silver, and it's a scarab. Sometimes I wear that together with the other Egyptian ring. I try to get into I love Egyptian, just because when I was younger, I was really interested in Egyptian archaeology. Used to get books out of the library and look over them. And then when I went to college, I actually decided that I was going to major in anthropology, which I did. I have a bachelor's degree in anthropology, and I did archaeology, but I did North American, Eastern United States archaeology. And I actually worked in the field for about 3 years after I got out of college. So I did a lot of digs like around Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana. I worked mostly just around in border states that bordered Ohio. But there are jobs out there for that, believe it or not. It's contract work. So anytime that they're going to build a highway, they have a crew come in that does that. One crew will do like an environmental survey, and another crew will do the archaeological survey to see if there's anything of historical significance. So I worked for a company that did the archaeological survey. And it's not just highways, it's a lot of things. Anything that involves government money that's going to destroy, possible landmarks, anything like that. They have to do that kind of scientific work on it. So I worked for that company. So this is a Mexico ring, and I just liked the modern look of that. It just goes really well with a lot of things. A lapis ring I bought from my friend Joyce. These 2 rings here belong to my son, another that he just saw them and he liked them. I don't even know if he's older now. I don't know if he knows if I still have them, but I kept them for him. This one kind of looks like their costume, looks like Princess Diana's ring. And this one is looks like a citrine, but I think I tested it and it was just glass. But they're both very pretty. This one I found at a flea market. I don't know if I've ever tested that or not to see if those are real gems. It's slightly too big on me, so when I wear it on my ring finger, it moves around a little and doesn't fit my middle finger, but it's really pretty. This one is, so I can never find, I like the sterling silver artisan work for Echo of the Dreamer. I think it's called Echo of the Dreamer, or Mars and Valentine, I think is another name for them. And you hardly ever find them. They're some beautiful bracelets, but you can't hardly find them for like under $400. And I just happened to see this ring on eBay, and I think I paid under 100 for it, just put it that way. So it's a turquoise and peridot, and it's a laughing Buddha. And you can see the mark on the back. Let me see if I can find it. It's underneath the band, but it does say Dreamer under there. So it's Echo of the Dreamer. Laughing Buddha ring. This is another Douglas at City copper ring. When I first bought this fit on my ring finger, and now it doesn't. I don't know what that says, but I haven't really gained that much weight. I guess it's just as you get older, you get an arthritis in your knuckles or something. I don't know, but no longer fits me. Lapis ring that I got from an online seller. Butterfly. It's a newer ring, but I just thought it was pretty. Oh, yeah, I have actually, since this no longer fits all the way on my ring finger, I've actually worn this as a kind of a top knuckle ring before. This one I was just trying to clean up. I haven't even tested this yet. I think it's ruby, probably not like a natural ruby, and I'm probably going to sell this one. I had it in here because I wanted to do a little more cleaning to it first before I put it out. And last but not least, another J. King amber ring. This is probably one of my favorites also. Well, they're all my favorites, but I especially like this one, the heart, and I like amber. So, and that is my ring collection, and I still have a whole jewelry box full of stuff, so this might be several episodes. But anyway, if you watched, give me a thumbs up and follow me if you like what you saw, and hopefully there will be more to come. Thank you. Bye-bye.